We are live. Welcome to the present. Post-match, Arsenal 2, Nottingham Forest 1. Yeah, we love to make it dramatic. What do you think? Welcome to the Arsenal. Mr. Foster is in the building. My joint analyst, the resident
Good afternoon
analyst.
from here.
We
Good
love.
afternoon from here. Of course.
Oh,
That
Lord.
has been sometimes we just love to do, and it was a very comfortable game. It wasn't as if even at the end those guys were going to, but when the game is coming to an end, you don't want to lose your lead, so you have to
Yeah.
something to protect, and that was the mindset of what it was towards the end. I just felt I thought we did very well up until they scored. We did very well
But
because
why must we encourage them? That's my problem. Why must we
my
encourage them?
problem is we didn't push them back as much. I think what happened was maybe Arteta saw that look, these guys are never going to come out and play. So no need to put a foot wrong and encourage them. That was the thing. So when they started bringing this guy on, when I watched the replay and saw when they were going to score,
Yeah.
that it was actually Ben White and Trossard. If you check, this guy actually muscled Trossard. Awoni muscled Trossard to go, because if it was Saliba, he wouldn't have scored. But you could see Saliba was trying to track back. So that was just the only, for me, would I say, lapse in concentration or a moment where we didn't clean up properly. So it was unfortunate we considered the goal. But on the general look of things, I would say I liked the game. I would have wanted a situation where we came out, but I would say, just from a very calm standpoint, that it's good that we actually grow into the season, but we don't get complacent. You understand?
Okay.
That's the
So
only.
because if you look at it, let me do some of this chat real quick. Very important. Let me see. Gary, we are here. You said you're waiting. We are here. Sorry for the slight delay, but we are here. Oxmoto comes in and says, hi guys. The first 20 minutes they were abusing the right, so frustrating. Second, Rice will have chances. Yeah, see, we control the game. Fair enough. But my problem was that when we're not applying the pressure required to make them look like the minnow teams they are, the shape was moving them side to side, but we're not applying the pressure. Now we scored 2 goals, which is fine. Sorry about that. We scored 2 goals, which is fine. But did we try to actually score the third and the fourth? I didn't see that intent.
We didn't in the second half. In the second half, we didn't have the intention to actually score more. If you understand,
Okay.
the way I saw the game was, one thing with the game when we started playing, because at the beginning, when you told me, you said you were apprehensive. I wasn't apprehensive because teams like that,
Yeah.
they would do that. I expected that they knew coming to the Emirates, they were coming here to get a sound beating. And
Okay.
the way they actually started, or the way they actually marshaled, and the way they set up, it was in counter to the sound beating that they should have gotten, which it was good. We want to, because one thing we should also understand is these kinds of teams, we have seen where we've allowed some teams go on the counter. So we wanted to tire them out.
Okay.
Opportunities would come, and it came. We took our 2 chances, and those chances were, very good ones. For me, in the second half, I think maybe we just wanted to come out and see how they would apply if they were going to come out. Just give them whatever space. We don't have to rush. They are the ones looking for the goal. So when they are looking for the goal, we go in behind them. But even when it was 2-0, when we started applying some little pressure, we had chances to score. There were chances we should have taken to score. It should have been 3 or 4. That's what it should have been. But as you said, we just made things difficult for ourselves. Even at 2-1, when we're trying to, play, we still had our
Okay,
chances.
we'll get to some of those commentaries very soon. So let me read this chat from Oxmoto. It says, should we still sell Tierney now that Timber looks out like he'll be out for 2 to 3 weeks? We'll come to that later. And not too happy with the last 20 minutes of second I share the same sentiment with Gary Smith. I'm not too happy.
Of course, I
See, if
wasn't.
you look at what's on the screen, right?
Yeah,
79, that's 80% possession. Now, possession don't win games, right?
of
I
course,
believe that I'm not this guy that believes solely in stats alone. I
of
believe that you
course.
have to have a synergy between stats and your eye
Yeah,
and what you're watching.
yeah,
Now, 15 shots, 7 on target. There are 6 shots, 2 on target. All these shots came in the last 15 minutes. We had 8 corners. There are 3 corners, 6
yeah.
crosses, 3 crosses, same fouls, same amount of yellow cards, and offside and whatever. My problem was that we were a bit too pedestrian and too comfortable at 2-0.
Yeah, of course.
I don't like that. I don't like that attitude. We should be trying to increase
Yeah, bro.
our,
Have
our,
you observed?
our goals. We should
Yeah,
be
have you
doing,
observed?
doing that.
Ateta has that attitude.
Is that Arteta or the players?
No, Ateta. There were times last season when we were 3-0 up, right?
Yeah,
Me as a person, bro, me, I don't know about any other person, but I try to go for 7. You understand? If I can
sure.
get 9, I get 9.
Yeah,
Because this is the simple truth. 9-0, 1-9-0 in a game can be the difference at the end of the season. You
exactly.
understand?
Goal difference.
Goal
Goal
difference.
difference.
Goal difference is a huge thing. Arteta always has that habit where we can, if we are winning 4-0, you will see we won't even do anything again. I get he tries to do it in a way where we have to be professional, not just get our heads carried away. But in as much a part of me, Liverpool, do you know that there was a time when it was actually their attacking strength rather than their defensive strength? That was
Strength. Yeah,
their main
exactly. Carrying them. Exactly.
yes. So I know a good defense is very important. I am not against a good defense. I would love a good defense, but those good defenses are in the moments where you actually, what do they call it? Those good defenses are in moments where we actually need them. It's not because they have to be there every time. We have to use the defense every time. But I just felt when we were playing, we could do more. And the fact that we didn't, apply ourselves. I know the good thing is it's the first game. You understand? And it was
Yeah.
played against
It's
a
relatively
very
small thing.
yeah. So I know we won't do this again in the next one. We've seen it when it happens like this before. You know the next games we are going to. I know that's what's going to happen. But for
Okay.
now, I don't.
Look at the
Those
screen. Gary
yeah
Smith says the game management was too poor, and I agree. So I like
yeah
Rice. I think it's going to come in leaps and bounds, but
mm,
it's too safe in his passing, and sometimes it slows the tempo down too much. This is not
mm.
West Ham. Someone needs to wake him up. This is not West Ham.
Well, bro, this was expected he came. No matter how I would
You
look
are
at it.
just. You are just. He has
Yeah,
the
bro. But
engine. He has. See, he's not a slow player. He has the
yeah,
engine and his physicality and the athleticism. This is not them West Ham. Move the
yeah.
ball.
Bro, even you that is saying it now, you remember we spoke on some streams.
Yeah.
Rodri had to use one full season to become Rodri that everybody is screaming about. You saw him yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Rice has never, no matter how we want to look at it, I know it's not West Ham, but getting this kind of adaptation to the way we play, bro, if it were easy, Arsenal would be picking players up on the street. You understand? We saw today, like there were moments you just saw and looked and said, nah, this Rice would thrive so much at Arsenal. You understand me? But as you said, sometimes safe passing and all that, you also have to look at it. One other thing that we were also getting used to, a person that I still looked and said he tried, even he.
I will turn off that match you're watching. You will go back to your match very soon. Let's concentrate on this
let
one.
me let me reduce it. Let me reduce it. Sorry, it's just
Yeah.
the EPL is back. So it's just that when you look at even today, I didn't
Yeah.
expect the way Kai was winning the ball back. That he
Yeah,
would be winning the
he was
ball
in
back
his
like that.
defensive job today.
That
He was
he
on it.
really did a good defensive job. And one thing you could see was moments when he was called upon, especially towards the end of the game, when he needed to be the striker, he was that striker we needed to be. So I know it comes off as if, oh, we want to win the league, but this is how I see it. Today, I thought we were very good, right? And it's a
Yeah, that's a
compliment.
stretch. I'll pause you there. I respect your opinion. I think that good is fine, but very good. I think you're stretching it. You have
No,
come
this is the thing.
too benevolent. No, very
Okay,
good.
yes, you could say
Good,
I
not
like the
very
word
good.
benevolent, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I felt well. Why I said very good because the fact that we marshaled the game from beginning to the last moment. You understand? Now,
The
those
last
last
moment
moments,
between, I think between 75 minutes, no, 75 minutes to eight something minutes, we were a bit shaky until we brought in Gabriel. Like
yeah, bro.
we know
Mm,
when the game gets to that stretch and you see 2-0, 2-0 is a
mm.
very dangerous scoreline.
Yes, very, 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 very
That's why I was like,
dangerous,
if you watch
dangerous
my
scoreline.
starting 11 show, I was like, let's not encourage them. If they're like,
Yes, of
3
course.
or 4-0, they'll know the game is done. But when you leave it at
Yeah,
2-0 against a smaller team, they know at the last 15 minutes, they're going to throw bodies forward, they're going to throw crosses forward. Why
yeah.
we have this experience? Why are we repeating this kind of mistakes? That's my problem with this thing.
Yeah, bro. Even well, yeah, that's the thing. I can't deny it there. Because I just one thing is, yes, that is my thing. The last 20 minutes, we had the chances to end it. You understand? There were
Yeah.
chances, moments too, bro. If it was 3-0,
Clear,
that's
clear cut chances because look at Gary says we weren't clinical in front of goal when we should have killed the game in the last 20 minutes. But I
but
don't
yes, I
remember any
also like
clear
what you
cut chances.
yes,
The
clear
difference
cut
between
is different
chances,
from chances. Yes,
yeah,
of
the
course.
Saka chance, that was not a clear cut chances. The Harvard
Yeah,
chance, he's quick, but the defenders were the recovery pace
yeah.
build them out.
Even
So those were not
Rice's
clear
chances.
cut chances. So
Yeah,
sometimes
even
we
Rice's
might be,
chance.
yeah,
Of
say
course,
chance.
no, bro. They were like as you said, they weren't clear cut. But I
Yeah,
just felt we, for the level of team that we are, we
yeah,
can easily turn chances to clear cut chances. You understand? And that's what I
yeah.
expected. Those were chances where I just expected us. Yes, they were not as clear as, but on a scale of chances, I'd say it was 55% in our favor. And we should be able to make something of it. See the one that Rice actually, tried to
Yeah,
place.
a little ball it a little bit. He didn't have that
Yeah,
full contact on the
yeah,
ball, which
yeah. Even there was one that Turner actually, he tried to finish like Partey, just went through the guy's legs, and
yeah,
those were the chances that I felt we should have. But as you said, we were too pedestrian, and when we're too pedestrian, that was what gave them the chance to say, okay,
and
it's
yeah, they,
2-0,
they got
0.
encouraged. Let's say we're
Because
pressing
if we
with
came second
intensity.
half and we really gave the bro, because if we had done what we were supposed to do, we would have
Yeah.
given it should have been three.
So, do you agree with Oximoto saying Trossard should have started?
Well, bro,
It's
I
difficult
think
to analyze in hindsight.
yes. Why I say he has a point is, general one thing we looked at was all round play. So I think he's looking at all round play,
Really.
right? In terms of, in as much as Eddie scored, he wasn't
Yeah,
involved. You
as
understand?
much,
He
as
wasn't
much,
involved. Yes, and that's one problem that that's why I say with Jesus, what Jesus gives us is engagement with defenders.
and that is the intangible. I talk to rival fans. I say he doesn't score 20 goals. Jesus might not score 20 goals, but you allow Saka and Martinelli to score
Of
15 to 17
course,
goals. So those are
yes.
intangibles that statistics can never pick up. So when people are
Mm,
shouting, "Oh, he doesn't score," you're just arguing bad faith. That's my
Bro,
opinion sometimes.
those same people, if they had Jesus in their own lineup, would not be hearing the end of it. But
Exactly.
you have to look at it in what do they call it. Um, I understand where he's coming from. We didn't like why I felt they had a chance sometimes was playing in between the lines.
Lines.
You need when we play teams that are going to come, because this is what the commentator was speaking about it. I think was it during the first half. And he said something. He said definitely teams will take this approach coming here.
Sure.
You
More
understand?
teams to do
So
that.
of course. So that was the thing. Because if we had Trossard up top, it would have freed Odegaard more. Because Odegaard was trying to get into the game, but it wasn't the easiest because Nketiah is being circled out.
And the
So
ball
it's
is
like,
bouncing back off him most of the
of
time.
course, yes, bro, those are the things. That's why I say he's just a striker that just give me the ball, let me just kill the goalkeeper. That is him.
Yeah.
Because that was why the goal he scored, only he could score that goal.
That
Because
goal.
you saw, once he got the ball, he was not looking at anything apart from the goal.
Shooting.
So that was just the thing. So all round play, that was why you see me when I spoke about Kolo Muani. It wasn't because I know someone like that can play in between the lines, strong dribble.
And you can
and that's why
let
you
me,
lose.
let me tell you, you can forget about it because it's about to sign for PSV. So for
You see, bro, I said it
PSG,
how many weeks ago?
PSG, yeah. So it is what it is.
Of course,
So
of course. It is.
after watching this game and we saw how Man City dispatch of Burnley yesterday, how you feeling?
Bro, I'm not feeling anyhow because yesterday Burnley had a chance at 2-0 or even at 1-0. They had some chances where they could have scored. If it was 1-0, everyone would say, oh, this ours was because we didn't score more goals. You understand me? That's just it. I felt if
And there was a brief spell that Nottingham Forest had for a while. So I was like, they shouldn't even have
yes,
had
even
that
in the
spell.
beginning of second half, yes, even in the beginning of second half,
Yeah,
they were even if they didn't really do anything with it, they were just getting into the game, getting
game
into the. So
feeling
I
they're
didn't.
feeling the game. Allow them to feel
Yes,
into the game.
bro. One
So
thing I know is once after this one, I think I will surely drill it into them. As you said, Pate is not going to play right back all the time.
no, I don't.
Let's
I
be
don't like
very
seeing
honest.
him there. I'm sorry. I know it's something tactical, guys. Do us a favor. Since you guys are still here, like the video, guys. Please to push us in the algorithm. Make sure you like the video. Very very important. You guys, let me check if you guys are liking the video. Guys, do me that favor, please. Like the video. Very very important. And subscribe. I don't subscribe. And make sure your notification bells are turned on. So let me some of this chat that just came in from Oximoto. The positives from the game is that we are more physical. I don't see us getting bullied. The negative is that we have to backtrack runs since we play very high. Yeah, I see that. I see the negative is that, right?
Mm,
When I saw the Northern Forest bringing Awoni, I was like, move Party from right back to the midfield and bring in
yes.
Gabriel, which he did later. But I'm like, why do you have to wait to us conceding a goal for him to know that?
Bro, that goal for me was I didn't expect that goal. I must be very honest. I didn't expect us to concede such a strange goal. You
I was
understand? Because
surprised.
when
Some people in the chat might agree with me. When I saw Awoni coming in, you know what came to my
yeah.
mind? I'm like, this is time for Party to move to the midfield
No,
and
bro.
bring it.
I'm
You
not
know why?
against you.
Because they saw a weakness. Because you noticed it throughout the game, Party was switching with Ben White.
Yes, of course.
I think it's in 15 minutes or every 10 minutes, they were switching. Tactically, is exciting if you win a game.
Yeah.
But if you get it wrong, you look like a dickhead.
Of course,
So
bro.
when they were bringing a winning, I'm like, it is time to bring someone in the midfield to chuck him in.
Yes.
It's powerful. As much as we always deliver, he's not dealing with Gibbs White, the other guy they took out, with Awoni by himself. He is not a
Yeah.
magician.
Of course. Of course. That was the thing. Me, I knew, but I that goal especially, like
Yeah.
maybe every other thing, but
Okay, they almost made it 2-2. There was a chance they had. So I just think sometimes I love Arteta. He needs to be more proactive. Let me just chat from CO1. Kai was good today, winning duels, contributed in the build up because of rivals. Unfortunately, he will be escaped. We all know this. See, you cannot change certain people's mind on what they are
bro,
fixated on.
I
So
do. You
don't
see
try it.
me, I don't change. What do they call it? I don't change my view on any of
That's
these
it.
their opinions. I will know what we are saying. This is an honest review. You understand? The
Yeah.
good thing is that we can only get better. That is
Sure.
why I'm not worried. Because last season when Manchester City started, yes, Manchester City were okay, but they got better during the season.
Sure.
We also will get better.
Better,
And
definitely.
because there will be different what do they call it, moments. The only thing I think Ateta would look and ask of the guys is look, you have your chances, you score. You
Sure.
understand? That's all we
Yeah.
can do. So in some other games, even Martinelli in some moments, I think sometimes Martinelli's willingness to always run is one of the problems we are having because maybe the ball gets in between his legs and the
Legs.
play breaks down. So it's all about us being more clinical on the ball. When we get the ball, we don't give flimsy passes.
That's
We
it.
don't lose the ball flimsily. When we want to play in midfield, we have to be tidy. All those things, and that was why one prop today. I still like Declan Rice because he gave us that tidy nature,
Yeah.
and when he could get in and win a ball, and I liked it. Now, in some moments, would we say that because of him not having played with us, that is like we are going through a transition where some of our chances or some other better chances or normal chances we create would not be there? Yes. But as he gets used to the game and he
And the
adapts to it,
team.
we would enjoy it.
So, like Gary Smith said, guys, please press the like button. It doesn't
Yeah,
cost you any money. Just do that. Shout out to Gary Smith for actually sharing it on this channel. So, like somebody mentioned, I think it was Gary Smith. Was it Gary Smith that mentioned it or Oxymoto? Let me look at it. Let me see. Somebody mentioned it. Oxymoto
highlight.
mentioned it. Yeah, this chart. Should we sell Tierney now that Timber is out? Looks like he'll be out for 2 to 3 weeks. I know you're out of time. You should be leaving very soon. So, what do you think?
I don't think so,
that,
bro.
that injury looked very innocuous. Like
Yeah,
he,
it could be something. For me, let's wait. It could be
yeah,
something minor. We see
yeah, it
injuries
was something
like
like,
that. Really.
yeah,
Yeah, but
something
it could
like
still be something.
because
That
I
was
saw something like, why did you allow him to come back in the second half? We saw in the first half he struggled a little bit with that injury. I just subbed him off blind.
but
I'm like, come
it
on, man,
happens normally.
it
You understand?
happens, it happens.
Even
So
when what do they call it? I think when the only thing is injuries, you don't know how injuries end up because that was how Nkunku when he got injured in preseason for Chelsea,
yeah,
he walked out by himself.
himself, it
Only
happens.
for us to hear that he's out for 4 months now.
Months.
So I just hope it's something where
I'm touching the wood
maybe,
here. Touch wood. He's not
bro,
going to be
let
for
it, you know, my
months.
own, let it just be that he just felt one very sharp pain. He can't let it just be that one.
I'll
You
come
know,
back.
even
I want him back.
last season against Bournemouth, against was it Bournemouth? Yes, Bournemouth, where we won that 3-2. If you
Yeah,
can remember, this guy, Trossard, actually got injured and went out of the match.
I came back very
Came back the
quickly.
next day. You
Yeah,
understand? So
yeah,
let it be something like that. That's what I hope for. But I'm happy. 3 points on the board.
yeah.
For me, in some games, if it's going to be too, what do they call it, touchy, just get the 3 points. Let's go home. I
That's
get
the most
what
important thing. Yeah, as Arsenal fans,
wanted to teach the guys.
yeah, we can
Sorry for
complain
cutting you short.
about certain. Sorry for interjecting.
No,
There's
no,
a bit
no,
of lag
sorry.
between you and I. So
Yeah,
we might complain about, oh, we should have done better, but if we get 3 points for 38 games, who cares?
bro. I'm not.
Who cares? We might come here and moan a little bit because of you want the game to play a particular way, but if we get 3 points throughout the season, who cares? Tomiyasu was looking sharp when he came in.
Of course, bro. I was when you see this is the thing I like. When one player goes out and the person coming in doesn't give you PTSD.
I like that.
That is it.
I love that.
That is it.
It's
I
like it's
want
like it's
imagine.
like replacing Amaka with Jennifer. Very smooth transition.
Of course, bro.
Very smooth
You
transition.
saw when it was in defense, Ben White and Saliba. People just were like, they expected Gabriel. But once the game started, nobody cared.
Exactly.
I didn't care. All I just saw was that we played the way we were supposed to play. Now,
To
what I
play.
think Arteta is just trying to teach these guys is you must learn to be professional.
Sure.
Some games, when Man City they are ending games, they can do that frustrating thing they do. Now, one thing I think that Arteta should tell them is even if we are 2-0 up and these teams don't want to come out, let us be the ones holding the ball.
The ball. Yeah.
You
Let
understand?
us
That
hold the
is
ball,
what we
not
should have
them.
to. Yes, let's hold
Yeah.
the ball more.
Ball.
That's all. Because if we held the ball more, these guys would have just been frustrated, come out and will nick a third goal. But we were sloppy. That comes to the new style and new people in the team. But that will be tampered, that will be tweaked as time goes on. But other than that, the tactical twist, the tactical tweaking, the robust nature, the flexibility, I loved every bit of it. And more of this, only without the, as you said, apprehensive nature.
Nature
And
of
I
it. And for the first time again, started with us conceding goal at home again. Like I don't want our away record to be overly better than our home
bro,
record. I want us
that's
to
why
have
I
the
told you.
same level. So that's my frustration today too. So
Yeah, this thing Gary Smith said if that
Gary, behave
ligament
yourself. That
don't
ligament,
keep,
touch you, it will not
I
be.
don't,
It will not be. Gary Smith, it will not be. It doesn't look like that to me. We're not doctors, so we can't run prognosis on it. So
yes,
I
of course.
understand that this will be the worst, but I don't think it will be that. I don't think
Yes,
we
I'm
just.
hoping it shouldn't be.
I'm knocking the wood again. It won't be that.
As
It's
well,
not be that.
yeah, bro. Like I said, away. Look for
Yeah.
me. This is my thing, right? I do believe well at some point we'll get our home. We'll stop conceding this topic goals. But
Goals.
one
Yeah.
thing we'll do is away. We won't concede. Away,
That
we
will
are
be better.
switched on, and I love it. I love it like that.
Yeah.
Away, I want us to be switched on.
So,
So
because
the
if you
only
see
thing,
80% possession, and we allow that was just like what 80%, and we allow them to get a sniffle. So that's just my only frustration regarding this game. But
yeah,
after that, I'm happy. I am happy we won the
of
game,
course, bro, I'm happy.
and
I'm not
so
complaining. And
so
if I look at it, I would have been like, on another day, it would have been 3 or 4. But I can't complain.
exactly.
I can't
So
complain. We
guys,
could beat
we will
these
be
people
back
next.
in the next few hours. Mr. Foster needs to do certain things, so we can't be that extensive. So we'll be back later in the
Yeah,
evening. Make sure you check out if you put on your notification bell, you'll get notified when I'll set the next stream, the next live stream, and I'll put it on the community tab. So we'll be back to analyze today's game, Arsenal game again, and the rest of the games are going to be played in the English Premiership. So make sure you turn on your notification bell. So we won the game 2-1 against Nottingham Forest. A lot of us predicted a larger score margin, but this is
yeah.
Arsenal, right?
The scoreline is underwhelming, bro. The
It's
score for me, I
underwhelming.
say scoreline underwhelming, but it doesn't reflect the full thing. But we did a good job.
3 points.
3 points. That was what mattered. As the season goes, I know these guys will get hungry. And unfortunately, guys, Jesus, we don't have him for this. If not, today,
Would have been
Nottingham
won.
Forest would have known the true difference between 6.5 dozen.
Exactly,
So,
exactly. I like we ending on that note. So, guys, you are watching this on the playback. Do us a favor by liking the video, subscribe and then subscribe, and make sure notification bells are turned on. We'll be back later in the day to review all today's matches and including the reaction between Arsenal and Nottingham Forest, which you won 2-1. Like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao.